Hi there. This audio is for mature audiences only. Shh. Hey there, my dear. It's okay. I'm here to help. I'm your doctor, the one assigned to your case. You can call me Dr. Melissa, or just Melissa if you wish. The chain on your wrist? Ah, yes, that is an unfortunate necessity. You see, after the incident, What? Oh, you don't remember what happened? That's perhaps to be expected. You seem to exhibit memory loss between your outbursts. Unfortunately, this makes you somewhat unpredictable, hence why you're restrained. I know that this sudden change is quite distressing, but I assure you that this is as much for your safety as it is for mine. If the other doctors or security noticed that you had attacked me, then you'd most likely never see the light of day again. I'm here to help you, not drag you further into madness. All you have to do is trust me. I know that's quite the difficult thing for me to ask of you, but please, give me a chance. After all, your life might just rely on it. I am so very glad that you've chosen to hear me out at the very least. Up. First, I'll give you the rundown of your current medical chart, your diagnosis, and your current treatment plan for the next 3 months. Now, you've been relatively healthy for the past 5 years, with absolutely no signs of psychosis. Your memory was good, and you had a relatively sweet disposition, one that you still demonstrate in your calmer moods. However, 2 weeks ago, you got into an accident. A truck had hit you, smashing your head against the concrete. Ever since then, you haven't fully recovered. I believe you still have a residual headache from that, correct? I see. Your previous doctor believed that you might be suffering a concussion, and perhaps that isn't without merit. They believed that you would return to normal within a few days at least. What no one could predict was what you would do afterwards. Oh, I'm not sure if I want to tell you, my dear. I don't want to distress you whatsoever. Oh, if you are sure. You awoke, and then you took a scalpel, and you cut your doctor's eye out. You told authorities that it was staring at you and you didn't like it. 12 hours later, and you demonstrated signs of not remembering this incident. I'm certain that you still don't, do you? Yes, I thought so. The next day, when you were released, you actually procured a knife and started lashing out at anyone who so much as looked at you funny. You demonstrated acts of violence and rage that were quite disturbing to behold. Shh. I know you don't remember any of this. However, I have the reports if you wish to see them. I don't really want to show you them, as the details are quite grisly. But you must believe me that your current restraint is for the best. My darling. I beg your pardon. What did you say? What do you mean? What did I call you? I called you by your name, my dove. Are you feeling all right? Hun, I didn't say that. Not at all. You must be imagining it. Here, hold still. Shh. It's okay. It's just a pen light. I'm just going to shine it into your eyes. Be a dear and don't close them, okay? Shh. I know the light's bright, but bear with me, please. Oh, you're doing so well, my dear. Now the other eye. Fascinating. Your eyes are dilating slower than usual. This could be a sign that you have a concussion. Darling. What do you mean, stop calling you that? How should I refer to you then, my dove? By your name. Sweetie, that's what I've been doing. What have you been hearing me call you? Oh, you've heard me call you darling, huh? Fascinating. I haven't been doing that whatsoever, sweetheart. I've been calling you by your name this whole time. My dear, you're looking quite agitated. If you let your temper get out of control, I will have to resume this some other time. Huh? Let you go? No, my dear, I've already told you why that isn't a good idea, especially after you demonstrated your anger just a second ago. Hun, your tightly clenched jaw, fists, and expression lead me to believe that you're still feeling moderately irritated at best. I don't feel safe letting you out of those restraints, let alone out of this room or this facility. Please don't raise your voice at me, Pumpkin. That's no way to talk to your lover. My dear, whoa! Don't just lunge at me so suddenly. Perhaps you need some time alone in order to calm down. Don't argue with me like that, darling. You need to learn to accept this place and accept me before you will ever see the outside of these walls. Please understand. I only want to take care of you and make sure that you don't hurt yourself or others. Your delusional state has you believing that I've been calling you things within this very conversation that I haven't been, darling. This just proves that for the time being, at the very least, you need to remain in this room. If you agree to remain calm as I perform my duties, then I can let you out of those restraints. And eventually, with prolonged good behavior, I can see about doing some more favors for you. Better quality food, treats, and I can even take you out of this padded cell for a time, maybe even outside. Sound like a good deal, hon? Good. Hold still. Good girl. Here's the bandage. There we are. You've been behaving so well, darling. You'll be out of those cuffs in no time. I know that you think you're not crazy, darling, but what else would you call this condition of yours? You're seeing things that aren't there, and you're hearing things that I've not said, and you react with extreme anger whenever I point out how delusional you're acting. Many would say that you're demonstrating signs of psychosis. I, for one, think that is most serious, and if left unchecked, you would become quite dangerous indeed. You'd hurt everyone around you if given a chance. As I've said, simply delusional. Though you've been taking things rather well, perhaps you are slowly on the mend? Here, if you promise me that you will continue this trend of behaving well, then I can let you out of those cuffs. What do you say? Good girl. I'll get you a meal. You can eat it and we can talk a bit more about your interests. Be right back. Why did you have to go and do that, darling? After all that I've done to demonstrate my trust, and look how it's repaid. Now, unfortunately, I must sedate you. Shh. You'll start to feel drowsy soon. And unfortunately, one of the side effects that this medication has is exacerbating hallucinations, delusions, and other mania, in essence. It assists in giving the patient fever dreams. It should take a minute to kick in, but the symptoms can manifest in as little as 30 seconds after medication is applied. Shh, darling. Don't be frightened. We are here to help. What do you mean we're in the basement? We're not in a basement, hon. We're in Grove Hospital. Your brain's just misinterpreted the images that it's been getting. You're not in a padded cell in my basement. You're in Grove Hospital. And I can see that the sedative is slowly starting to kick in. Finally. It's been a bitch trying to hold myself back ever since I saw you. Oh, I've been wanting you for such a long time. Oh, you are so precious, my dear. I wonder if you can hear my thoughts in that nether space between dreams and reality. I always thought you could, because I could hear the madness that spilled from your mind like a bright beacon of light. The mind is a fragile thing. Humans like us don't like to admit this. It means that we give up primacy. It means that no matter how strong the will, how much of an iron grip you have on reality, you are still vulnerable. With me petting your head like this, oh, so softly. My hand is at all times just an inch away, 2 inches at most, from that soft, vulnerable pile of meat swimming in that skull. The beautiful woman that swims and dreams madly about a solitary life, and with a swift little pluck here or a slice there, and that woman I love so much will be forever changed into someone new. I do not seek that physical mutilation, beloved. I seek to gently guide you, like a mother and her daughter, or a mistress and her beloved pet. Gently teach you not to displease me. We will have plenty of time together for me to teach you properly. Up we go. I'll make sure that the door is always properly closed and locked behind me, no matter how far I must go. And I'll make sure to properly medicate your food and drink to keep you docile until I'm certain that you will remain so by your own volition. And I'll make sure my orderlies do the same. Oh, you're so precious. I'll return another time with your breakfast. You make sure to rest up, okay, sweetheart? I'll train you into a good girl. That I'm certain. Don't worry, beloved. I love you with all of my heart. I won't let anything too terrible happen to you.